first off, I like to tell human angle stories all the time. And this film is, like all my films, always dear to my heart. However, I think that it was born from the fact that sometimes we see people doing certain things and we are quick to judge them. We have no idea the genesis of how they became who they are. And I think that is where this entire story is from. And the second place is we always talk about the girl child, abuse as relating to the girl child. I wanted to talk about the male child because the male child is abused many times. And we neglect this. Sometimes we see a man who is promiscuous. Sometimes we see a man who has certain fetishes, you know, sexually, whatever. People misbehave in different ways, and we fail to recognize that sometimes it's not just them acting up. It might be something from their past, something from their growing up, something from their family. It might be something, it might be from a traumatic experience. And that is what I want to talk about this.
When I first saw the script, I was excited to, you know, be working with Piotr Stevens because, you know, I always look forward to working with her. So I quickly rushed to reading the script, and it was a really engaging story. I read everything. I read it up all in one sitting, and I was excited to meet the characters and to know, you know, how, and to see how their story played out. So I was really engaged, and it was an interesting read. So I was like, you know, I have to be on this project because leaving Ben will definitely make me or be another feat in my career. So I really looked forward to playing Ben.
Looks like you prefer that you're Mr. Oliver to your mother.
Mom is Oliver, it's Oliver. And obviously I can't prefer him to you now. You know that's not true.
Don't believe.
Mommy. Yeah, come.
Don't mind me, anyway, I'm happy for you.
I'm happy too. Very happy.
Yeah, but remember, you can't trust everybody. Now I know he has been nice to you, but you can't really know people's true intentions. Well, I had two things on my mind. The story was deep, very deep and intense. Actually, I've been waiting for someone to tell this story, so I felt honored, actually, to tell this story. So it was great.
The story is something that personally I can relate to, and it's a story that many men out there can relate to, but it's something that society has somehow directly or indirectly, subconsciously and consciously conditioned the male child or the men not to talk about. So when I read it, I was drawn to it, particularly because of the angle and how the story has been told. It's entertaining, yeah, it's very educative and entertaining at the same time, and the layers, how it unfolds, it's pretty onionish, and that's what I like about it. It's not just direct and blur in your face, and the story tends to take you to different directions, and you're not sure how to place the character Oliver, and towards the end you get to find out that, oh, this is actually his problem, this is what he's going through. I'm trying not to give it out, so when the movie comes out you get to enjoy every piece. But yeah, it's been a pretty amazing experience for me. Yeah.
Playing Ben was challenging because the character had different levels of emotions, different levels of basically emotions, and you would understand that as the story when you watch the film. Yes, because you need to watch the film. So he has different level of emotions, and getting through all those levels and actually communicating his pain and his state of mind in those levels was kind of a challenge for me. It was kind of, I had to take, there was a time I had to take a while, you know, to get into what it would be like. The director had to cut and stop the whole set, and I was like, ooh, okay, pressure. But you know, it was, I felt it better when I got back and when I, you know, delivered, and you know, so it was some form of challenge, and I really enjoyed.
You know, I'm happy with the cast that we worked with because they individually connected with the story, and we're hoping that we've cooked something really nice for you guys. But more importantly, like every film that comes out from this production, is for it to impact, for it to speak somebody's truth. Because this film speaks the truth of so many men. A truth that a lot of men don't even know is the reason why they are. A truth that a lot of men sweep under the rug. And it was important for me to bring this to light. And I'm happy that we're telling the story, and I really hope that you know, people really connect with the work. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would like people to connect with the work and find healing. And also, we kind of and talk to someone, because you see, when you share your problems, it's half solved, really. Yeah, and those are the, I don't want to sound too cerebral. Beyond film being entertaining for me is passing a very vital message, and I really hope that this film has done that, and hope that you connect.
We've known each other for a long time. I'm sure you notice how I feel about you, right?
Yes, I have.
Then why don't you see me?
No.
Why don't you see me?
No, don't do this.
Only tell me.
You're not my type! You're just not my type.